Okay, I don't trust that. I summon the Caster Labs. Come forth from the ether. Alright, so I actually found out something very useful. And I do mean actually very useful. There's a little setting in when you start streaming to actually disable auto stop from Streamlabs. And so I disabled that. That should stop this from happening in the future. And low key, I wish I would have seen that sooner because it would have saved me some headaches. So I straight missed it. Okay. Go see what happens if, like, for either Streamlabs disconnect or my internet drops off. I think it's more like Streamlabs, right? So, and then YouTube shuts off automatically. Well, YouTube's one of my biggest platforms, so I can't be like neglecting YouTube. Got that fixed. Unfortunately, if you played Bethesda's games on PC, you'll know they kind of had, especially modern, really good. Pardon me. Oh, where they well, straight up. I swear, how many? Well, they walk like 5 minutes. You guys didn't miss it. All right, here. Let me redo that 5. To be effective. There we go. All right, it should be light, right? See, night camera specializes in stealth, and I forget all the difference between a night camera and a regular one. But basically, the night camera really do rely on the miniature's telepathy more than the regular does. Yeah, they have problems.
Hi there. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so... Well, I'll give you a hint. They used to just call me Gibson. I hope you can figure out the rest. I don't mind, to be honest. Living long is a real accomplishment these days. As it so happens, I do have some... I know I'm not young and pretty anymore, but I appreciate the thought.
Subject E, diagnosed. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model. I bought Duraframe. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to...
YouTube.
Have you found the components? Indeed, you. All I need. Yes, that. Yes. The rockets are ready, Jason.
Hey.
The great journey can begin. Good luck, I guess.
Gather all. May the Creator guide my words and help me speak true. The Almighty Creator has seen fit to answer our prayers. The time has come for us to board the rockets and begin the great journey. Though it may seem that all humans despise us, the Creator has seen fit to instruct us differently. The journey ahead would have been impossible if not for the intercession of two human friends, one new, the other a long, abiding companion. To our new friend, we say thanks, and promise never to forget how he cleared from our path the demons who sought to stay our journey. But to Chris, we owe more than thanks. Chris, you have made this great journey a reality. From this moment forward, you will be remembered as the saint of the great journey. We shall never forget you. I ask that you forgive us, Chris, and give us your blessing. And we bestow ours upon you. Seekers, board the rockets. Take your seats. The great journey awaits. To the promised land we go. To the far beyond.
Welcome back.
And I hope one day you can...
Sure thing. Have a look.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Sure thing. Have a look.
You have any luck with the ghouls? Really? But I had a good feeling about you. You look like you've been through a... Okay, I'll tell you it. The guy you're looking for, Benny, he was traveling with some members from my old gang. They were going to Boulder City. No clue. I know Benny hadn't paid up yet. Maybe that was where they were supposed to get... It's straight up...
Ooh, herb. What's this one do?
Hold your tongue. Watch yourself, profligate. I'll wait.
Hold your tongue, waste road.
True to Kaito.
Watch yourself, profligate.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
True to Kaisar.
I'll wait.
That would have bought it as a freedom. Man, I am not going to take the news when they're a broken leg well.
Drove the raiders off. No casualties. In the meantime, the troll's back. They're late. I hope they got a good excuse. What took...
will catch you. Hide, and we will find you. No matter what you do, you are all going to die. We took one of the women alive.
First game here right here.
Hey, welcome. Any word on Station Charlie? What? Those were good men at that station. Good men. This whole town was sleeping a lot easier because of them. Now, who knows what we're in for? The Legion? Christ. We'd be better off with raiders. Well, thanks for telling me. I know that now. Here, take this.
Prim as a new sheriff.
Hey there.
don't like that deal. A lot of walking around, rewards. It really was not as satisfying.
The This is a restricted area. Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exact... But if you really want to help us, there should, but we're not getting much... We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east. Caesar's Legion said... Damned if I know. They...
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they? Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here. What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels... It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard. Fuck, man. Everything. I pushed... Like, one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be? No, man. I know exactly. Over there controls power. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks... Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place... But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that... Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. They want me to make... There's these 2... You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe. Hey, you're not thinking about... Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, it needs to go to the street. Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so... But you know...
better be, because I'm gonna kick your ass. You just wait.
It's unusual to see a new face. Then we have that in common. Very well. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Then for everyone's sake, I hope you serve a worthy master. Are you a That's reassuring. Although many have made that claim to the followers of the Apocalypse over the years. But if it's really as you say, then take care of what you do. I don't entirely know. And I've seen equipment here. A code word Yes. A weapon-based... It's no wonder... They weren't here for me now. When the NCR first came here, Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an invis... He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time. I was sent here when I'm to The NCR let me stay because they're desperate for answers. Keeping watch mostly. Trying to... We did for a time, but our goals differ. The NCR only cares to... For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for everyone, not just citizens. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we clean up the mess they leave behind. We're scattered What can I help you with?
Yo.
Howdy there, partner. My story... Well, I was... No, sir. That he did. Never did know why. Ma always said he was a real mysterious fella, even when he was with her. Like he was a stranger sometimes. Maybe. Maybe I just never... It sure wasn't easy. Ma worked her fingers to the bone to make sure we had enough to survive. And I worked the coal mines from when I was 15. After Ma died, I guess I wanted to find my pa and get some answers from him. Been out here looking at... Can't say as I really know. Maybe I'll just ask him why. Maybe I'll... Hell, the more I talk about it, the more the whole damn thing... Maybe I should. Don't suppose you know any place a fella with a gift...
We've got a situation with some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down... One of my patrols was on its way back from Novak when it came under fire. They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the cons into the ruins where they were called in. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The cons have... Once the great cons have been killed or... Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are. But considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack... All right. If we hear shooting, we'll...
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead. And here I thought us great cons were tough to kill. So, what happens now? Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now, laughing at me. He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino in New Vegas. A friend from the city contacted him. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true, but there was still no way. It's just a big fancy poker. He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up. What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here. I can't believe I'm doing this. But all right, the hostages can go. The NCR had better keep their end of the... Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny.
I'm glad you're able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got to... My hands are tied. You're right. The Great Khans are... I really don't have time to chatter. They're an outlaw group primarily.
Fancy meeting you here. Yep, this is getting mighty embarrassing. Fancy Pants? No, I ain't seen hiding a hair of him since the tussle in Good Springs. I'm sure he ran back to the soft living of New Vegas. Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all. Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me. Look me up when you get to New Vegas.
Put the monorail back to work.
No offense, but you look like you've... Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome. Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. But I'm not there. Yeah, I'm not worried. And actually, these... I had a run-in with this group calling themselves... Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. Hey, so... Ooh, I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here. There are places I've never been to. Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me... If I turn out to be a bird... Oh, nowhere in particular, really. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the... Like I said, they can handle the... Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I asked you... I know, but I had to... You still okay? I'm great at... Well, thanks for taking it... Let's...
Some contact more.
You a merc? Cause you... Hell yes, sir. They mustered me out. Staff Sergeant, 3rd Platoon, Bravo Company. That was a shitstorm, and don't let anybody tell you different. The brass tried to play it down, but most of them were back at McCarran. I didn't. My CO ordered me to flog a couple deserters, and I told him to eat shit. So they kicked me out for insubordination. Those kids didn't desert. They just got liquored up on the strip and missed roll call. I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these kids don't get more than 2 weeks of training before they ship them out here. Going home didn't feel right. Not with those savages camped on the other side of the river. And I still get to see my old platoon when they... Anyway, I was always complaining about the standard issue gear. The new kids don't even get... Vegas is bleeding us dry. We're tossing caps at 100 different problems, while Caesar bides his time and lets us wear ourselves out. This war is gonna bankrupt the NCR, unless we finish off the Legion fast and dirty. We shouldn't be perched up at the dam. We ought to be crossing the Colorado and sticking a boot up Caesar's ass. Thanks.
Hey there.
I didn't know the Brotherhood had any people out here.
That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle it's still functioning.
Welcome to the Grub and Gulp. Just a little rest stop that me and my good friend Lupe set up. I think there are a few places, but I've heard... I do decent. Anything else I can do for you? Thanks.
Howdy.
Welcome, brother. How can I... Poor lost souls, most of... But the journey is often long, and the price to... Some find honest labor, but more fritter away what little they've saved on... Well, that's an interesting question. Among the church, I'm called Elder Gunnarsson. The followers call me Doc. You... I surely am. Well, sort of. I came out from Utah about 6 months back. Saw a need for my... The followers weren't too happy about that, of course. They haven't been... Following a lost cause, I'm afraid. My old friend Nephi fell... Drug runners, raiders... Probably worse things. I thought perhaps I could turn him back... I never was able to reach him. He's allowed drugs and hatred to consume him. He runs with the fiends north of here now. They call him Driver Nephi. I give what aid. I only do...
We won't go quietly. Something I can help you with, stranger? This here's where folks go when... If you don't have the caps to get onto the strip... Well, I am a little short... Some people have gone missing from the... And I've also got Keith and his gambling to deal with. I know that skunk's cheating folk out of their savings. Keith's a two-bit hustler. I suspect he's run. Some people have gone missing from the camp lately. I haven't seen any signs of violence, or... I remember hearing some of the missing folks were doing business with Dermot and St. James. A couple of... See...
Evening.
Oh, hello. My name's Frank Weathers. Why does anybody? I just wanted to provide for my family. We were crossing the Mojave, not far from Searchlight, when a band of... God help me. I ran. I abandoned my family to those butchers. Not a day goes by I don't hate my... You do that for a complete stranger? Thank you, my friend. The Army says they don't have the available manpower, as if the city is more important. From what I've gathered from NCR Rangers, they were most likely taken to Cottonwood Cove. You might start there. They're cannibal. I hear rumors they're poised to overrun one of the off...
Hey.
Hey, you got a hit for me?
Hey there, fan. You know how they say you make your own luck? Well, let's just say I make mine with a little extra income. Hey, it's not like I use them all the time. Mostly I keep them in my shack until I see a really fat score roll into town. Oh, I get you. Okay, I'll tell you what. I happen to keep... And here you...
Have you found out what happened to those... drugs and crooked gambling? Can't say I'm I'm gonna go take Keith into custody. If you're interested in a little extra... Glad to have you. Let's go. Just stick close and follow my...
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Evening. Evening.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
key. In the name of the NCR, I'm placing you under arrest for illicit gambling and the sale of unlicensed chems.
Fuck you, man. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Come quietly now. I don't want to have to hurt you.
Why don't you go cry to your wife then? Oh, that's right. She left your worthless, stinking ass.
You son of a bitch!
Hey. Definitely dead.
Hey. Hey.
I mean, he did mouth off.
Well, that was a bit... Maybe, maybe not. I always warned him not to push my buttons. Well, ain't nobody gonna miss him anyways. Here you go.
Shit, man. Some places even program to get you
The NCR let him go. That's a
watch your entire group get wiped out in probably not even a minute. Firefight, all right, at best less than 2 minutes. Okay, so they survive between 1 to 2. Oh, between 30 seconds. How long did they? I should have. They survive less than 2 minutes, and you're like, oh hey, I just watched this dude, this robot, this other chick, wipe off my entire compadre. Just decimate. Maybe them check them off the census. Yeah, I stand a chance.
Yeah. You still okay bringing me along? Well, good then. That puts me a little more at ease.
Catwoman.
Watch yourself, profligate.
Begone, profligate, before your meat is eased.
The work never ends.
So, one of the original founders, Tim Kaine, that's it. He came out of retirement recently. Well, semi-retirement. I really have to wonder if Microsoft just quietly after the other studio head. You know, because remember I covered how the director of The Outer World? Yeah, The Outer World 2. He was, before that game even came out, he was already like throwing the blame at the studio head. Oh, this is something I would do it. He made a lot of decisions for the atmosphere and stuff. gonna make a good game. Disaster that cost people $1 million to kill. Like, she should never have been hired anywhere else. And keep in mind, though, you guys fuck up just a tiny bit. Just fuck up. Just do something like minor. You guys won't be able to work in your industry again. But these people, these managerial class people, they can fuck up so bad that it costs tens of millions of dollars, and they can get a job. They actually fail upward. How's that? Like, I have a perfect touch of fingers with you, but consider this, they don't know that. So that probably just looks like a sick object, like everyone else.
Halt! What business have... Very well. However, be warned.
Hold your tongue, wastrel.
I swear the first is also slaughtered. Yo, if a group of people say no drugs, period, then you know, just a bit of advice, just a tiniest bit of advice. Don't bring drugs. Okay, see, that might mind blow you guys. You know, just
Ordinary guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada.
That's right. Some people like that, they come from societies where it's like, oh, we'll let you get away with anything. And then they come to a society where it's like, we ain't letting you get away with fucking shit.
I would. Trade with Canyon Runner if you like. Make trouble and things. As much as their cowardice will. That would be worth knowing. The light is a button that can interrupt detonation. We were too busy throwing ourselves to the ground to figure that out. To rearm the mine, we just press the button again. Simple. The profligates will regret it. Wale.
Excuse me, but I have been forbidden from speaking to you until you are on better terms with the Legion. Excuse me, but I have been forbidden from speaking to you until you are on better terms.
That machine looks like a floating eye. I don't like it.
Oh, wait. Our guys put the monolith back to work.
Please, sir. That man knows where we are. Just when I didn't think it could get any worse. At least he's too much of a coward to come after us himself. What if he ended up in this pen with us?
We're being held here against... Sorry, I'm just...
How annoying you can't just buy them?
True to Kaiser.
That machine looks like a floating eye. I don't like it. I know your kind. You die easily enough.
Awe, have you come to... No. They haven't yet earned the right to be called slaves. Those three in the pen are captures, nothing more. I'm a slave master, so I know what I'm... But this is just a... I have Blackfoot in me, the first tribe that Caesar ever led in battle. The tribe that formed the... If not for him, we'd still be living in tents or shacks, scavenging for food like animals, if we were alive at all. It was easy. The Colorado was narrow here, and when the profligates abandoned Searchlight, there was no one to guard the... It's just a small outpost, but we... Why would it bother me to enslave these wretches? They have no purpose. They live in pitiful squalor, undisciplined, intemperate. To enslave them is to save them, to give them purpose and virtue. Honestas industria prudentia. Even the virtues of slaves are beyond the dissolute on this side of the river. It's a weak bunch, to be honest. I'd rather have extra currency to buy supplies or better captures off traders. There's a boy, too old to be trained as a legionary. Normally they would have to die, but he's too frail to make trouble. The old woman's dried up, but she could keep house or do gardening if she can learn to keep her mouth shut. The girl's the only one of real value, young enough to breed, not hideous to look at. What's your offer for the lot? A fair price. Here's the key to their call.
Hey. When will we be free? Thank you. I don't think we'll ever be able to repay you, but we'll do...
That's more like it.
True to Kaiser.
Welcome to Cotton. I am Quintus Fulvius. I assist the Legion with bounties and small jobs that increase our... It's not the most prestigious job, and I'd prefer to be on the front lines, but The Legion has been amassing troops along the Colorado for months now, and the NCR has proven they are unable to hold this area. However, there remain other challenges. good answer, but kissing ass isn't going... The junkies have holed themselves up by the start. This has caused problems with their leader's name. Legion scouts have confirmed sightings of a huge pack of death claws. An elite Legion contrabandium has been sent to dispatch them, but I fear... Proceed with caution.
Don't try my Of course I am. When Wolpes and Kulta drove the NCR from... It's a modest presence. As... The killing of profligates should never go unrewarded. How many? A good bit of hunting.
I wasn't originally embedded with the Legion. I was a part of the Twin Mother tribe. I helped teach the Legionaries how to make healing powder. I have been walking alongside the Legion. We learned to live off the land, and created the bitter drink that Legionaries use to heal their wounds. There are ways to heal most ills. If you know, Kaiser disbanded my tribe and integrated them into the Legion, but our rest... There isn't much I can do. I'm putting myself at risk even I prefer helping the troops and earning their protection over being sold like... My name is Aurora.
Let no one ever question my strength. I'm swimming in power armor.
You do well to serve the Legion.
There you are!
So, I'll bet you $5. I was like halfway. I was thinking all the way back to the camp. So I triumph? No. Dead. One hit? Dude! When did he suddenly get beat up in one hit? Damage from damage. It does a fraction of the damage, but it does. Combat. Probably gonna have to stick with the one I have.
I'll wait. Thank you, Amicus. I have no idea how you did it. We would have lost countless legionaries if it wasn't for your help. True to...
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you. Don't suppose you'd care to... I'll tell it to you straight. It started off innocently. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you... There's an old Wasteland legend. Those caps with the blue star? Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect, there's people out there so mad with... all over the place. You'd think they... Some say it's old Festus who does it, hoping someone will finally collect. Other than bottles, you'll just have to... It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing alone. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either. No one knows. No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named...
Hey, how you been?
Though you aren't of the Legion, you've aided us more than once. We acquire many items on our raids, some useless to us, some forbidden. I've provided you the location of a drop box where you can obtain these items. The box will be replenished every few days. Please be aware that we'll assume any items... Stay an ally of the Legion, and we will share our loot.
Tim Kaine. Alright, so they brought back the rider for New Vegas. Chris Avalon, he's amazing. He's actually working on another product. No, I don't have inside information. It's just something that, probably an RPG. So they brought back the original rider for New Vegas. They brought back Tim Kaine, who I think they want... Microsoft wants to rehelm the studio because the other guy is probably getting gone. I'm not slaving anymore. Well, that's gonna be sweet. Oh, right, I'm so far. Heal myself. Now the problem with cooking in this game is like you're just straight never gonna have all these stuff. I thought I had a wasteland outlet. Whatever. Got stuff to sell. Well, chat, that's a great stopping point. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.